So hello, my name is Darkmoon Doll, and this is the month of July. I did tell you guys that I would start doing more cooking videos on this channel, and specifically vegan and vegetarian cooking shows. So that's what I'm bringing to you today. What I want to show you how to do is how to soak beans, whether it be pinto beans, black beans, or red beans, so that you can cook them and make them into a chili. So it'll be something easy, it's an easy staple for you to have as a vegan or vegetarian. So what I'm going to show you is how to soak the beans. It's the first process, and I'm doing this because a viewer subscriber asked and requested that I start doing cooking videos for vegan and vegetarians, because where this person lives, I think it's Germany, this person mentioned, that the vegan and vegetarian cuisine isn't to their liking. So I don't know anything about it. I'm not judging her either. I don't know if it would be to my liking either, because I've never tried it. So, but this is going to be, it's going to be a fun thing. It's going to be very simple. So anybody can do this just about. I mean, if you're a kid, maybe you need some parental assistance. But yeah, just about anybody can make a pot of beans and make it into chili. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'll be right back. So as I said, the next step in making the bean chili is to soak the beans, after I just told you what I was going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you a bag of pinto beans. You can use red beans, you can use black beans, but I'm using pinto beans, and I'm going to pour them into this bowl here and soak them for probably about 5 to 6 hours. You can soak the beans overnight if you like. The reason why I soak my beans, I don't know about anybody else, but the reason why I soak my beans is because if you don't, they can be extra gassy. So I'm making a big bowl, big portion of beans. It'll make a big stock pot's worth. So I just buy pinto beans, and it's a good staple for even if you're not vegetarian or vegan. You know, make yourself a big pot of chili, and it'll last you for a while, and you can do many things with it. So next what I do is just pour water into the bowl. And a trick to know which beans are bad are the ones that rise to the top. If there's beans that rise to the top, then you know you got to discard those, and those aren't going to be any good. They're not viable beans. So you put those in there, and then you soak it. Like I said, 5 to 6 hours is what I soak it for. I don't know about anybody else. And so let me show you. I don't remove the beans, and I don't remove the stuff on the top until they're finished soaking, just to make sure all of it is risen that needs to rise. So yeah, you soak them. That way you won't have as much gas when you eat like a burrito or some chili. You know how sometimes you can experience gassiness from eating beans, but that's because you don't soak the beans. A lot of times you go to fast food places like Taco Bell and places like that, they don't soak the beans, so people get really bad gastric problems from eating at fast food places like that. So anyway, I will be back for the next step. The next step will be showing you how to cook the pinto beans. Stay tuned for that. So hello, here is the next part on how to make pinto beans. I know it's dark in here. Let's see if I can turn in more light. It gets the light bulb in that's going out. But yeah, basically what I did is I put all those beans that I had soaking into a stock pot. And this was after I let them soak for, I think, 6 hours. So now I'm going to put them on medium heat. It varies from stovetop to stovetop, so just make sure you watch it. Once it starts to get hot, what I do is after I have it on medium heat and it gets hot, I put it down on the low for it to simmer, and I'll put a lid on there for it to simmer. And usually when it simmers, it'll probably simmer for a good, I don't know, maybe sometimes 4 hours. If you want to speed up the process, you can by starting it up on high heat, and it starts to boil, and then skimming off. Sometimes if you let it boil, it'll foam up, and that's extra gas. So what you do is you take a spoon and ladle it off, the gas off of there. Or you can just let it cook at a slow temp. Like I said, start off at medium, it gets hot, and then turn it down to low and put a lid over it. So it won't take, if you're doing it that way, it'll probably take 3 to 4 hours. If you're not doing it that way, you're doing it more of a speedy method with it turning on high for a while till it boils and then turn it down to low, then it'll probably take, I'm guessing, 2 hours to cook. But it may seem like a long time to cook something, but think about it. Look at this is a huge pot of beans. It's going to make several meals. You can use it for anything. Oh, you probably can't see me too well, but it's dark. You can use it for enchiladas. You can use it for burritos. You can use it for nachos if you make nachos. You could use it for taquitos if you make that. You can use it just for just regular old pinto beans and rice. So it's a good staple. And what I'll do next is come back with how I make my my chili. I think I'm going to do a vegetarian version involving a vegetarian ground beef that I make using TVP. So stay tuned for that.